Good morning, YouTube. This is the old soldier coming back at you from Parkton, North Carolina on the 6th day of June, 2019. Also, the 75th anniversary of D-Day. On this day, 75 years ago, thousands upon thousands upon thousands of men aboard landing ships would hit the beaches of Normandy, France, in order to liberate a country from tyranny and occupation, of which they had been living for over 4 years. But not just a country or a nation. These men that went ashore that day fought for our liberty, your liberty, my liberty, to liberate a world from tyranny. Hours before the beach landings, over 13,000 men jumped from planes to interdict, to destroy German tanks and troops that would be sent to reinforce the Normandy beaches. Sadly, many would not return home. Sadly, many would not get off the beach that day alive. They now are interned not far from the beaches of which they stormed, laying under marble crosses in eternal rest and hallowed ground. Many men would give their lives that day to save others. Many more would bring scars home that you or I would never see. Many would not talk about these things for many, many years to come. And when they did, it would be in reserved company as to who they would share these with. My daddy was one of those men. He was a small part of this, but a part nonetheless. He and the men of his beloved 508th Parachute Infantry Regiment, the unit my father would love to the day he died. D-Day, the 6th of June, 1944. D-Day, the 6th of June. Many brave souls did go across the English Channel, by boat on sea and plains and skies above, to a place in France, Normandy it was, on beaches of sand, Utah, Omaha, gold, sword, and Juno too. From skies oh so dark, paratroopers did drop, from the 82nd and the 101st. Let us not forget those Red Beret devils of the British 6th. On the beaches, Americans, Canadians, French, Englishmen too. With free French into the fight they all went. The Big Red 1, the 9th and 90th, the Clover Leaf 4th went in too. The 29th and 79th fought on through. The British 49th and 7th Armoured, Canadian 3rd, Free French Commandos, and many more too. Many would perish in the sea and air above, others on the beaches, the white sand stained in crimson blood. Many more would survive and fight to liberate France and Europe from tyranny's mites. Many lives sacrificed, many scarred for life. That others would live on in a world free from oppressive strife. This is dedicated to all those this day, the 6th of June, 1944, who fought, bled, and died for our liberty. Ladies and gentlemen, we should never forget this historic day. We should never forget the sacrifice made that we would live free. And let not today's society rewrite history and tell the story in another way. We must stay true to the events that happened that day and why they happened. let us not forget. Let us always remember on this day the thousands that would not come home and the many more that fought through. God bless each and every one of you this day. As you go about your day's events, take a moment to pause and reflect. And remember those men that died this day, that fought this day, that we would be free. This is the old soldier. God bless. Take care.